Hey there, this your girl Alex, the Love Engineer. Listen, yesterday I talked about the force of love, which is a game changer. You remember like Einstein came up with like E equals MC squared? The force of love is about to have the same revolutionary approach to love. I had a buddy call me this morning, which is why I came back and was like, let me just write this out. Because I talked to him yesterday, wrote it on a receipt, and he was like, oh my God, you got to tell people more about this. So I'm going to demonstrate it as we got it, because again, like I said, you've heard it here first, is that the force of love, this is the equation that changes how we show up in relationships, how we feel love. And so we talked about force of love, and there's a whole lot of forces on the earth. Love is one of those. And so remember, force of love, FL, equals IC count, I, which is intention, times C, which is for communication, times count. All over, and the count is commitment, count, all over A for acceptance. Force of love is IC count over A. What that breaks down as is I equals intention. This is what is the intention that one has. The C equals, as I said, communication. Communication. Count is commitment. Commitment. Like, how committed are you in this relationship? And then A, it's all over A, which is acceptance. The other thing I'll give you, like I said, and we'll have to come back and give some examples, but intention and communication is a 0 to 10 scale. 0 to 10 on that. And then commitment and acceptance is a -1, 0, or 1. You either are not committed, which is this -1. You might actually be actively betraying a different commitment that one has, or you're not accepting, you don't feel worthy, you feel unworthy, or what have you. See, that's how you end up with a -1 on this. But let's just play this out. So then the maximum level, when everybody talks about relationships are 50-50, I say all the time that relationships are actually 100-100, and the force of love actually demonstrates how that plays out. And that's the mind-blowing part of this. So I for intention, as we talk about calculating force of love, maximum I can have is a 10. So let's call this a 10. Times communication. We communicate all the time. I say the truth. I hear the truth. We listen. We share. So let's call communication a 10 as well. And this is not about perfection. I'm just using this to illustrate the force of love. I mean, you can apply it however it works for your relationship. So intention, communication, 10. Commitment, fully committed is a 1. You're fully committed. You're all in. Now where it goes, how it goes, all that maybe, but I'm fully committed to it, and I totally accept it as a 1. 10 times 10 is, 100. 100 times 1, that equals 100 still. All over 1. 100 divided by 1, that equals 100. That's how you end up with 100. We can go through and like I said, in part B of this, or part 3 of this will be about how this breaks down. But if you look at the force of love, and even as you think about your relationships and the relationships that you are in and the variables that drive them, it's one of these 4 variables that may determine if you feel loved or if you don't feel loved. But know that this, again, like I said, love is magical, but it is not magic. We now have an actual formula that gets you to more love in your life, should that be what you desire. And we all deserve and desire to be loved, and the force of love helps us get there. And so let me know in the comments, which one of these variables do you resonate most with? What questions may you have about the force of love? Because you will hear more about this. We will continue going forward, because love is the most powerful force on the earth. And you deserve to have all the power that comes from it. And the cool thing, again, is like, you don't have to wait to find somebody to love you or to show up. You get to show up to the forces of love, show up with the force of love in every area of your life, any relationship you want, and you get to have all the love you truly deserve and desire. Drop a note in the comments. Let me know what you think Give me any feedback that you may have, but I want you to know that you heard it here first, that the force of love, this is the equation that changes the game for your love life and love lives around the world. Grow in love.